Hi there, I'm Mr. OverLord. It's fucking weird having these kind of little when I don't have like a full-on script. Believe it or not, that this is actually like my second recording of like this whole little commentary while I'm, I guess, drawing the thumbnail type thing. So, um, so you're probably asking, hey, why the hell is this video up instead of the future fragments video? Well, um, the future fragments video has been delayed. I had to do some other stuff that kind of went. I had some other obligations with the IRL stuff. So yeah, that's the reason why that's the reason why the future fragments got delayed. Hopefully by the time I'm done editing this video, or at least editing the audio, I'm at least hopefully at level 3, because it's a relatively short game. Surprise, surprise. If I am able to make like a script, it'll be a double upload. How nice. So I always wanted to try and make a video about how I go about making my thumbnails. So in this case, we're using Midnight Castle Succubus. And when it comes to like Succubus games, I typically just use the Castlevania games as a point of reference, like specifically the game covers. Of course, if you're wondering, the thumbnail is just one big reference to Castlevania Simon's Quest, surprisingly or unsurprisingly. Unfortunately, I kind of skipped over the sketches, but that's kind of not like that important. I have been going a little bit more. I do want to eventually evolve my art to eventually have it not be just like feel like anime fan art. I feel like there's like a difference between like, actually no, there's like this show called Deadass Sloppy. Unfortunately, all the episodes got fucking taken down. But I think the second or first episode talked about the difference between anime fan art and regular old anime art, and he talks about like just like the general attributes of the anime art style versus like when you actually do draw anime art. Like you take like certain styles of like certain anime artists or manga artists. So for example, I think he decided, one of the artists that the main character decided to copy is this person is, I shouldn't say this person, the artist Rumiko Takahashi. If you guys don't know who the hell she is the author behind the likes of Inuyasha. So if you didn't know that, firstly, shame on you. But she's currently making a manga called Mao. If you're ever decide to like go into her work, honestly, I hope Takeuchi, the creator behind Sailor Moon, goes back into manga, but I don't see that coming anytime soon. But that's all I wanted to talk about. And I think I found like the two artists who I want to try to copy the most. Like one I'm kind of on the balance of, and the other one I do want to try and copy. The one I do want to try and copy is Tetsuya Nomura, specifically of his World Ends With You art style. I really like that art style. And another one I probably might do is Tite Kubo, the manga artist behind Bleach. So yeah, that's one thing I want to evolve from, just so I can make it feel like it's not like just anime fan art. I'm not confined in one space. Equipment, just in case if you guys can't read the little border there, I use a Gaomon PD 1560, which has a rechargeable pen, and it's a pen display. Unfortunately, they don't sell it anymore. That's sad. And my main drawing software of choice is, surprise, surprise, Clip Studio Paint. And honestly, I'm slowly glad that Clip Studio Paint is slowly loosening the grip Adobe has on like the creative field altogether. But James Lee made like a whole video on that. So all killer, no filler season 2. It is going to be in the works. If you're wondering when it's going to happen, it's going to happen around late May to early June. That's like the best. Next up, art streams. If you guys don't know, or you're new here, I have a live streaming platform called Picardo. I have an account there. I probably might just put it in as a little watermark saying like, hey, I have a Picardo account. Follow me there. I do want to do more art streams though. That's a bit of a goal I have for this year. And last but not least, the question of, I guess, my only question, because I asked like I think like 5 Discord servers about the about a question I have about like, hey, like, you know, when I ask me anything, and I currently have no dice at the moment, so I only have one question. So this is from Rare Zonic. What got me into drawing? Honestly, I think back then when I was a kid, you know how like there's like Nicktoons Network and shit, or like Nicktoons, as it's like currently called. I think it's defunct now. So around like Nicktoons, so you know how like they show like behind the scenes stuff, specifically when Butch Hartman, before he became a fraud scammer, he showed us like how to like, I think, draw a bouncing ball, and I just remember just drawing that. And I think that just slowly just evolved because like I constantly watched cartoons like, you know, Nicktoons Network, and like they show behind the scenes stuff. I think with I'll show footage of it, of course, with Pirate Paco punching, how to do animation and all that fun stuff. And then later on, YouTube kind of where I've been watching that, and I watched like a fair bit of element animation and bits of Some Call Me Johnny when he did his animated bits. And I guess like the whole anime craze was kind of like getting people into drawing as well, so I kind of joined that one. And then like I saw like Full Sail University, my dream college at the time, and I wanted to do like, I think, game art or game design. It was either one of those two. So, you know, I got back to drawing. Well, first, before that, I started drawing you know, from those Chris Hart books on like how to draw anime characters and shit like that. But eventually, yeah, that's so like a combination of course, anime, those behind the scenes Nicktoons commercials, which I'm not gonna lie are kind of better than the actual commercials at times, and me wanting to do game art. Another thing is that no, that was really it. I wanted to do game art. I also wanted to talk about like the whole tech thing, but game art was like the whole thing. Another thing, another question that I recently got from Taize, the creator of Echoes of the Town, asked me, I am a fan of Persona, right? And what other games do you have planned to review? For the first question, yes, I am a Persona fan. My first ever Persona game I ever got introduced to and properly played was Persona 4. If you're wondering what other Persona games I played, is I mainly just played Persona 3 Portable. And for your other question, what other games I have planned to review, I mainly just try my best to think, go on F95, yes, fuck off, I go there, and try and find like a game that kind of piques my interest. Or sometimes if it's going to be like something like the previously mentioned all killer, no filler, I do have a list of games that I do want to review. So it's kind of a long-winded of whatever catches my eye on the F95 zone forums, or I get a dev request, which is very rare. So yeah, if you guys enjoy this type of stuff, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and I guess share it with your friends. Hopefully the next, hopefully future fragments will be done by then. And yeah, good night, good luck everyone.